You know, in healthcare, the pressure to just move faster, to do more, it's absolutely relentless. But what if the real key to winning isn't about speed at all? What if it's about clarity? So today, we're going to break down a framework for hitting peak productivity that actually helps leaders avoid burnout and focus on what truly matters. I love this quote because it just pushes back on this core belief we have, especially in healthcare. We tend to glorify being busy, right? But real sustainable growth, that comes from clarity. It's not about doing more things, it's about doing the right things, the vital things. Okay, so where does that clarity actually come from? Look, it's not about magically inventing more time in the day. It's about having a much better framework for the time you already have. So let's dive into what that looks like. First up, we've got to talk about the pressure trap. In healthcare, everything can feel like a five-alarm fire. I mean, you've got staffing shortages, new regulations, patient demands. It's just a constant barrage. And leaders can easily fall into this trap of just reacting all day, mistaking being responsive for actual leadership. And this brings us to a classic, right? The Eisenhower quote. This is really the foundation of the famous Eisenhower matrix, which is a super simple tool that helps you categorize tasks as urgent, important, both, or neither. It's a really powerful first step to just cut through all the noise. And get this, the data is pretty shocking.
Without visibility, your business will not grow. I want to invite you to the next brand awareness event. It's designed for healthcare entrepreneurs who are tired of chasing leads, frustrated with the inconsistency of referral sources, and disappointed by the outcomes of paid advertising campaigns. This event is for you. We'll cover topics like how your content can start showing up on AI platforms like ChatGPT and Perplexity. We'll cover how to convert your website into a patient acquisition portal. And we'll talk about how to amplify your brand. This is the opportunity you've been waiting for. It's the insight and the information you need to fuel your growth. It's the brand awareness event. It's my personal invitation to you. I look forward to seeing you.
A Harvard Business Review study found that executives spend a staggering 60% of their time on tasks that are urgent but not actually important. Just let that sink in. More than half the work week is spent on stuff that just keeps you busy but doesn't really move the needle. So here's the bottom line. Being responsive, that's maintenance. It's about putting out fires. But real leadership, prioritization, that's about building something fireproof from the get-go. It's the huge difference between just managing the day-to-day and actually shaping the future. Okay, so to build a better framework, let's bring in a really powerful idea from entrepreneur Daniel Priestley. He introduces a filter that goes way beyond just urgent and important. He shifts the whole conversation from managing your time to managing your focus. Priestley adds this third, much more powerful category, critical. Now, this isn't just important work. This is the game-changing stuff. It's the work that has the power to shift your organization's entire trajectory, and it demands precision, not panic. You know, important work is hiring a new department head. Critical work is launching the telehealth program that redefines patient access for your whole region. See the difference? And this really lays it all out, right? The difference between functional and vital work. Functional work is the daily grind. The emails, the reports, the approvals, it keeps the lights on. But vital work, that's what fuels growth. That's defining the vision, building the culture, and strengthening your brand visibility. It's the difference between management and true leadership. And look, being stuck in that functional lane, it costs you, big time. Leaders become managers of motion, not creators of momentum. The organization is always busy, always active, but it's not actually moving forward in any strategic direction. And if you need to see it to believe it, check out this data from McKinsey. It is wow. The average CEO spends less than 15% of their time on that vital work, but the high-performing CEO, over 40%. I mean, what do you think that massive difference does to an organization? The gap is just enormous. In that gap, it's not just about time. It translates directly to the bottom line. The organizations led by those high-performing CEOs, they see nearly 30% more revenue growth. It's so clear. Where a leader invests their focus, the organization is sure to follow. Okay, so the big question is, how in the world do you get that time back for the vital stuff? Well, for a lot of leaders today, the answer is in technology.
AI gives you a really powerful way to delegate those functional tasks, things like summarizing weekly data or managing complex schedules, and free up your focus for what really truly matters. And this is so important to get right. This is the key mindset shift. AI isn't about replacing leaders, not at all. It's here to soak up all the low-value, repetitive tasks, the report generation, the data summaries, so that a leader's brainpower can be used for the things that really count. And listen, this isn't some far-off future of work thing. It's happening right now. A Deloitte survey shows that over 70% of high-performing healthcare organizations are already using AI to sharpen their executive focus. This is the competitive edge today.
All right, let's tie this all together. Because this newfound focus, it's not just about feeling less stressed or less busy. It's about directly impacting one of the most critical CEO-level concerns there is: your organization's brand and where it stands in the market.
You've got to think of a leader's time and focus as the organization's #1 asset, because every single hour spent on functional tasks is an hour that's not being spent building the brand, shaping perception, and driving visibility. Because let's face it, in today's world, your brand is being built every single day, whether you're paying attention or not. It's not just about what you say. It's about how your values, your expertise, and your leadership are perceived online, in your industry, and even by the algorithms that influence patient choices. So what can you do right now? Here's a simple 3-step filter to run every task through. Before you dive in, ask: 1. Is it truly urgent? 2. Is it important to our mission? And 3. Is it critical? Will this one task advance our brand and our long-term success? Answering that last question is the key. And I really want this to stick with you. Investing your vital time in building your brand's visibility isn't about vanity. It's not an ego trip. It's the market's validation of your leadership, your expertise, and your organization's authority.
So the question I want to leave you with is this: take a hard look at your calendar, at your team's activities. Are you just managing motion, just keeping things busy? Or are you strategically building momentum, making sure that every single action pushes the organization forward in a clear, powerful direction? Because that answer, well, it makes all the difference.